Hi guys, welcome to the next episode of Hospitality Junxtion. We're sitting here today at the lovely Indaba Hotel in Fourways, and we're going to speak to Steve, the risk manager. Hi Steve.
Morning, welcome.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. It's lovely being here and getting out of the house.
Thank you, it's good to have you here.
Good. Will you please tell us a bit about your protocols in keeping your guests safe in this COVID times?
Sure. If we look at the hospitality industry, we've always had very strict and very strong controls in terms of hygiene. It's a given in the hospitality industry, but we've had to up our game. So we started first by doing a risk assessment. We were fortunate enough in that we were doing repat groups, so people flying in from overseas, coming back to South Africa, going into quarantine at the hotel. So from that, we were able to draft a risk assessment, which looked holistically at the entire property, every single position in the property, every job function. And from that, we started building standard operating procedures. The aim of it, obviously, is not just to look after the guests, but our staff as well. So we're very, very strict on protocols at the Indaba. Everything we've put in place is to safeguard anyone coming in or anyone going out.
Okay.
We started with the repat groups, looking at every job function, as I mentioned. So we slowly started to build from that. We're looking at how a room is cleaned, for instance, where previously we would have maybe one housekeeper doing 15 rooms a day. We've had to cut that down because room cleaning is very different under COVID. It takes longer to clean a room. Rooms have to stand between guests so that we minimize risk right across the board.
How long do they stand?
We leave them for at least 24 hours before we even go into clean, and for another at least 72 hours after the guest has left. So we clean it, we close it up again, we fog the room, clean all high-touch areas such as taps and toilet handles, door handles, etc. So we really make sure that that room is safe for the next person to go into. But that's just one facet. That's just on the rooms division side. We've had to look right through from the kitchen through to the restaurants, through to banqueting and conventions, which is also my baby. It falls under me. So for every single job function, I've put together a standard operating procedure, which now incorporates a COVID protocol as well.
All right, and how long will this last for you?
In my opinion, I think we're in this for the long run. We call it our new normal, and this is business unusual. It's not business as usual, and we've had to adapt to it.
It's a new word we all know, the new normal.
The new normal, and we like to use the phrase business unusual because we're going ahead. We have opened up. We're slowly starting to invite people back. And the biggest thing around that is to create a sense of confidence in the market where people know that they can come to the Indaba and everything has been thought of. From the moment you arrive at security, your temperature will be taken. You will go to a designated area first to complete a guest screening questionnaire. And this is all under government regulations. So we've very strictly stuck to what the government regulations say, but we've gone further and really investigated and studied what World Health Organization protocols are, what best practices are out in the market. So I've personally had a look at hotel groups around the world and what they're doing.
Okay.
We were a little bit behind the rest of the world. Our lockdown happened, and I think our lockdown was very good for us, as much as it damaged the industries that we work in. I think that it gave us the opportunity to put everything in place before we start welcoming guests back to the Indaba.
Okay. Well, good for you. And
Thank you.
I hope everyone feels safe coming to visit the Indaba.
We'd like to welcome everybody back as soon as possible. We're open for business.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a short break and then we're going to speak to Candice, the corporate key accounts manager. Hi guys, we're back here with Candice, the corporate key account manager from Indaba Hotel.
Welcome everyone and welcome Yolande.
Hi.
It's great to be here. So yes, thank you for having us.
The hotel's looking lovely.
It is, hey. The whole interior was done last year. So we've done the interior of the hotel as well as Hotla, one of our conference venues.
Really?
Yes.
Go and show me.
Yes, definitely.
So tell me, have you been working the whole time?
So we've been having these repack groups, which have been very interesting. And obviously my job description had changed during the course of doing that. I was guest relations. So it was very interesting. Dealing with all the, as I call them, inmates as such.
Well, they were there, okay.
Yeah, so quarantined to their rooms. But it was a very interesting time. And we're very fortunate to have the repack groups.
I think it's something that you'll never forget.
No, definitely.
To actually live this.
Absolutely. So, no, definitely.
And just tell me, in conferencing and events, what do you guys have to offer here?
So at the Indaba Hotel and Conference Centre, we have basically 24 conference venues. So from our executive boardroom to our biggest venue, Hotla, which can do 1,000 people. We also do team building as well. So from Minute to Win It to Amazing Race to Poiki Cook-Off. Our chef actually facilitates the Poiki Cook-Off, which is a lot of fun. And we're hopefully going into year-end functions now, which will be fabulous. So looking forward to that.
But you know, I think every company out there needs to do a team build at this stage.
Absolutely. Just give them a role. Going.
Everyone's mojo back.
Absolutely.
And going.
Yes.
All right. And tell me, how many rooms do you have?
So at the Indaba, we have 258 rooms, and that includes our suites as such. So the suites last year were also renovated. So they're all looking fabulous and beautiful. So yes, we have a lot to offer. It is a 17-hectare property. So it's a big property, and we look forward to welcoming everyone back, you know, from a conference and event point of view.
Can you tell me about your spa?
So Moana Spa, the name actually comes from a baobab tree. So it's quite interesting from the whole wellness. And it's all about rejuvenation and relaxation, basically. So the Moana Spa can take up to 88 people at one given time. And also we have a retail shop at the Moana Spa. So all the products that we actually use on your body, we also you can buy and can purchase at the retail shop. So it's very nice. We also have lots of spa packages available. So how that actually works is either you do lunch or dinner and incorporates 3 treatments and basically an overnight stay as well. Just to unwind, relax, and enjoy the whole wellness.
And do you do evening packages?
We do.
Like
so
moonlight things?
Well, we do a whole lot of 3 packages in terms of your treatments. You also beverages from bubbly to whatever beverages you want to have are also included in the package. So
that sounds
yes,
fantastic. I think I must come do that.
I think we all need to do that. So
after all the stress we've been through. Now, one big question everyone's asking. What is this gym school that you...
So, drum roll. So the gym school, so how it works, basically it's supported by Inverroche. So as we all know, Inverroche is a really good brand of gin. You have your copper distills as well. So you choose your botanics. There is a facilitator who goes through the whole distilling process, which is fantastic. And basically 2.5 hours later, you come out with your 500 ml bottle of gin, just like this, with your name on it. And they put the botanics at the back. So what you've chosen. And it's really great from a corporate perspective because you can actually have your branding put on the actual gin
bottle.
Label. Yes. So whether it be Unilever or whatever, you can actually put the whole label on it. And it's nice from a marketing perspective for a corporate.
That sounds great.
No, it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
And you can drink it straight away.
You can drink it straight away. You can take it home with you. It's entirely up to you. And they also offer, obviously on arrival, some appetizers and gin as well. Just to get the whole thing started. It's a good laugh and it's a great team build as well.
Last question about that. How many people can you offer that to?
Currently, we are doing 16 because of the whole COVID. But generally, it's 24 people. But we do hope to expand that. At a later stage.
That's cool. And then our last question to you.
Yes.
How many restaurants do you have on site?
So currently we have 2 restaurants. So we have an Epson restaurant, which we are currently sitting in now.
Okay. So
Epson restaurant can take over 200 people. It also has a courtyard area. So we do a bistro meal out there as well and gin on tap. And then anyhow, it's more like a fine dining experience. But what's really, really awesome, and I have to say this, is Sundays. So Sunday brunch incorporates basically come through from 6 to 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And incorporates
6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. You get your complimentary bubbly. So it is Robinson sparkling wine, as you put it. But a whole full English breakfast with oysters. It is the most amazing thing. As many oysters as you want.
Oysters?
Oysters for breakfast. Yes, I said it. So it is great. So it's and it's value for money. It's 205 Rand per person and you just can't go wrong with it.
I must tell you, the news of your Sunday brunch came via the grapevine too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, you have to try it. We'll
I
have
will
to
do
invite you to come through and experience
We're going
it.
to spend some time here.
Yes, I'm telling you. So it's a whole experience. It's nice for the family. It's nice just to get out on a Sunday and enjoy. And then, so this is Epsom, as we do. It's also fine dining restaurant. And then we also have Chief's Boma. So Chief's Boma, for me, has a lot of vibe. And it's the whole ambience of Chief's Boma. So it's an African cuisine experience, as we put it. It's 16 different types of meat. So from kuru to crocodile to your usual steaks or lamb chops or whatever you prefer. And it's just a nice experience. So you go up, the chef actually does the whole brine experience with you. We have a marimba band in the evenings and a Zulu warrior that walks around just to get the whole crowd going, as we know. So as I say, it's a whole ambience experience. And then from a year-end function point of view, for me, it's all about decor. And Chief's Boma has the decor. So it's an African experience, so you don't actually have to incorporate much decor into it.
It's all
so
there
from
for
a
you.
cost perspective, for any corporate, it's a great experience. And a financially viable one.
Well, I've been lucky enough to experience that.
Oh no, it's divine.
And one question on that. Operating hours?
So operating hours currently, we are only doing weekends, currently under COVID, for this restaurant in Epsom as well as Chief's Boma.
Okay, it's open to the public.
It is open to the public.
Do you have to make a booking?
Yes, most definitely. Because remember, we do have protocols put in place in terms of how many people can take at one moment. So from that perspective, yes.
Candice, it's wedding season, as you know.
Yes, absolutely.
How are you planning on offering protocol weddings?
So at the moment, as we know, obviously with COVID, love is in the air at this moment in time. So currently, we actually have a wedding this Saturday that we currently be hosting at
Really?
Indaba. Yes. So it is a small wedding. It's like 25 people. So as we know, our government regulations are only 50 people per venue. So we have all the protocol in place. And from a wedding perspective, we can either do a plated menu as per se, or otherwise we can do a buffet. So in buffet station, we do buffet. It's kind of different in terms of what we used to do, where the guests actually go up and help themselves.
Really?
So the food is all outlined. However, we have a chef who actually serves for you, as opposed from the touching point of feel. So it's actually a nice concept and eliminates any from a safety point of view. So it's quite a good
I
thing.
like it you made plan there. Huh?
We've made a plan, definitely. And also we have Love Lock Lane, which is great. So as we go down by Khota area, it's a little gazebo area where we give a package to the bride initially. And in that little package, once they've booked with us, is they get a little lock. And then we put the initials on the lock and we actually lock it onto the gazebo area.
Oh,
so we
wonderful.
have a remembrance of all the brides that we've had currently at the hotel.
Maybe some of them will come to us.
Yes, most definitely. And from a honeymoon point of view, we actually also do the fact that they can come back a year later and experience the Indaba from the remembrance of love.
That's lovely.
Yes.
So you talked about the food that you're offering the weddings and your
Yes.
conference guests.
So conference is very similar. We can do plated menu. We can also do the box menu concept, as many hotels are doing at this stage. We also offer buffet. So buffet again will be
served
for you, as opposed to you touching each spoon and serving yourself. So we've done that in place, as well as on the tables you won't have your normal cutlery and crockery. You will have it in a non-vibratable bag with your cutlery and that sort of thing inside. So each person is specifically done for each individual, just to eliminate the touch and feel of everything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds
no, we've done all the protocols. I mean, Steve has been a tremendous help for us at the hotel, as we know, and we obviously safety comes first for everybody, and that's our concern.
Candice, thank you for having us. Your hotel looks lovely.
That's a pleasure.
Guys, the doors are open. Come and visit them and see for yourself. On our Facebook page, Hospitality Junxtion, we've got a competition running. Go and enter and you can win a dinner for two at the Chef's Boma to come and see what they have to offer. All right. Keep safe, guys. Speak to you soon.